Episode 4, Blood Money. The abandoned lot on Ikot Udo Street erupted into chaos. Uwem rolled across the bed of dry leaves, clutching the clay bowl to his chest like a rugby ball. Crash! A fist made of twisted roots, hardened mud, and ancient anger smashed into the ground exactly where Uwem's head had been a split second ago. The impact sent a tremor through the soil that rattled Uwem's teeth. Dirt and pebbles sprayed into his face, stinging his eyes. He scrambled to his feet, his heart hammering against his ribs like a trapped bird. He looked back. The earth puppet, the guardian, was slow. Its movements were jerky and unnatural, like a broken stop-motion animation. But it was massive, easily 7 feet tall. The red eyes glowing in the hollows of its wooden face locked onto Uwem with cold, spiritual malice. System analysis. Target, Shrine Guardian, Lesser Construct. Level 4, Weakness, Fire or Core Destruction. Speed, Low. Threat, High. Level 4? That's 2 levels higher than a bush boar. It's stronger than me, but it's slow. I can't fight this thing with a rusty piece of metal. My rebar won't even scratch that wood. I need to run. The Guardian raised both arms. The roots making up its fingers seemed to grow longer, sharpening into wooden spikes. Return the offering. Sorry, I need this more than you do. Uwem spun around and sprinted toward the rusted gate at the end of the lot. Whish! A sharp root whipped through the air, extending from the Guardian's arm like a lash. It aimed for his ankles. He heard the sound, the displacement of air, and instinctively jumped. His strength and stamina were working. The jump was higher and more explosive than he expected. He cleared the root, but his landing was clumsy. He stumbled, catching himself on his hands, scraping his palms raw on the gravel. The Guardian was preparing another strike. He could feel the killing intent radiating from it, a cold pressure on the back of his neck. I can't just run in a straight line. It controls the ground near the shrine. If I run straight, it will trip me. He zigzagged, ducking under a low-hanging palm frond, using the thick trunks of the palm trees as cover. Thud, thud. Roots slammed into the trees behind him, splintering the bark and sending wood chips flying. He didn't look back. He focused on the gate. 10 meters. 5 meters. He burst through the rusted opening and onto the tarred road. He didn't stop. He kept running until his lungs burned, until the eerie silence of Ikot Udo Street was replaced by the distant, comforting hum of a generator from a nearby compound. Only then did he collapse against a street lamp, sliding down to the pavement, gasping for air. He clutched the clay bowl so tight his knuckles were white. Quest completed. The Night Walker's toll. Objective met. Calculating reward. Calculating punishment. The blue screen popped up, glowing brightly in the dark street. Uwem wiped the sweat and dirt from his forehead. Okay, show me. Was it worth almost dying for? Reward unlocked. 1. XP gain 100 XP. 2. Item. Ancient gold trinkets. Quantity 3. New feature. Inventory unlocked. Uwem stared at the bowl in his lap. He pulled off the lid with trembling fingers. Inside, resting on a bed of dried kola nuts, were 3 heavy, dull yellow bangles. They looked old, very old. They were rough, not polished, but the weight was undeniable. Gold. Real gold. 3 of these? This is heavy. This could easily fetch 50,000 Naira, maybe more at the right pawn shop. It's enough for the rent, enough for food. I'm rich. But then the screen flashed red. Punishment revealed. Here it comes. What's the price? Punishment. Mark of the thief. Description. You have stolen from a spiritual site. Your scent is now marked. Lesser spirits and stray beasts within 1 kilometer radius will be drawn to you more easily. Duration, 24 hours. Great, so I'm a beacon for monsters for a whole day. I have to survive 24 hours while everything in the city tries to eat me? System advice: stay indoors or keep moving. Do not linger in dark places. Early morning. The sky was a hazy gray. Uwem stood in a small, cluttered shop in the heart of Uyo Market. The sign above the door read Papa Emeka, General Goods and Jewelry. The shop smelled of old paper, mothballs, and incense. Papa Emeka, a bald man with thick glasses and suspicious eyes, weighed the gold bangles on a small digital scale. Uwem stood nervously at the counter. He had washed his uniform, but he looked tired. He hadn't slept, fearing the mark of the thief would bring something through his window. He kept looking at the door. "Where did you get these, boy? These aren't modern designs. This is old gold." "Inheritance. My grandmother passed away in the village. She left them to me." Papa Emeka snorted. He knew a lie when he heard one. "But in Uyo, you didn't ask too many questions if you wanted to stay in business." He tapped the calculator. "The gold is impure, old mix. But 60,000 Naira, cash. Take it or leave it." Uwem's heart leapt. 60,000. That was 4 months of rent. That was food for weeks. I'm rich. I'll take it. Papa Emeka counted out the dirty notes. Uwem snatched them, shoving them deep into his pocket. He felt lighter. For the first time in years, the crushing weight of poverty was lifted. The sun was fully up now, hitting the peeling paint of the Face Me, I Face You compound. Mr. Bassey, the landlord, was sweeping the frontage, muttering to himself about useless tenants when Uwem walked in. The landlord stopped. He looked at Uwem with a sneer. I told you, if you don't have the money by..." Uwem didn't speak. He reached into his pocket and pulled out a bundle of cash. He peeled off 15,000 Naira and held it out. The landlord's eyes widened. He dropped his broom. "Here, for the last 2 months." He peeled off another 7,000. "And for next month, in advance." The landlord took the money, his mouth opening and closing like a fish out of water. He looked at Uwem, really looked at him for the first time. The boy wasn't looking at the floor anymore. He wasn't hunched over. He was looking him in the eye. Did you steal this?" "I worked for it. Is there a problem?" No problem. Just make sure you keep the noise down." Uwem walked past him, heading to his room. He closed the door and locked it. He leaned against the wood, letting out a long breath. He was safe. For now. System alert. Experience threshold reached. Level up. Current level 4. Stat points awarded 2. New quest available. The school hierarchy. You have survived the wild. Now you must survive society. The bully Kai plans to corner you during break time today. Objective: do not lose the fight. Reward: hidden. Punishment: hidden. Kai. Yesterday the thought of Kai made me tremble. Today? Uwem looked at his stats. Strength: 4. Points available: 2. System: add both points to strength. Processing: strength increased 4 to 6. A normal human had a strength of 1 or 2. An athlete might have 3 or 4. Kai, with his tier 1 ability, was probably around a 5. Uwem clenched his fist. The air seemed to pop in his palm. He felt dangerous. I'm going to school. Break time. The school corridor. The hallway was crowded with students in blue and white uniforms. Uwem walked through them. He could feel the mark of the thief tingling on his skin, a subtle warning that danger was near. But right now, the danger was human. Well. Kai stepped out from a classroom blocking Uwem's path. Cirrus and 2 other lackeys stood behind him. I heard you ran away from the discipline master yesterday. We thought you dropped out. Did you miss me for another beating, or did you miss me? Uwem stopped. He didn't flinch. He adjusted his backpack strap. Move, Kai. The hallway went silent. Students stopped talking. No one told Kai to move. Kai's smile vanished. His eyes narrowed. A faint red aura began to glow around his fists, his iron fist ability. What did you say? Uwem stepped forward, towering over Uwem. He expected Uwem to cower. He expected the fear. But Uwem just looked up. His eyes flashed with a hint of the system's blue light. "I said move, or I will move you."